Hello, this is the Radio Geek, and today for you I have what's inside of my recently reviewed radio of the Retekess TR614. This is the first photo I have here. As you can see, there's lots of room inside here. This is the whole board here for the radio and the speaker, and lots of extra space in here for sure. Alright, this is a little bit closer shot of the circuit board. There are four chips for the main chips. There's a plug for the speaker and the battery down in this area. Let's see. Here we have the ICs marked what they are. We have the main radio chip here, which is the KTO 936 MF8, which is the KT Micro's radio on a chip, AM, FM, and shortwave capabilities. This over here is the EEPROM for configuration, probably for this chip, as well as the crystal for that chip as well. They've got some kind of hot glue or something on there just to keep it from vibrating, I guess. Also down here we have the audio chip, the 8002D, which we've seen in many other radios. And then down here we have the 4057A, which is the lithium-ion battery charger IC, which takes care of our charging of our 18650 cell. This is the AM antenna, which is pretty nicely wound antenna, and there's the ferrite bar there. And it looks like the plastic here was made for even a larger antenna to go in there, because it looks like this would just continue on in over into this captured area here. So interesting. So it may be possible to put a bigger antenna in there. This one is the, I got a picture here of the connectors here. We got a one for the speaker and the battery connection. So you can disconnect those for, I guess, easier serviceability, or if you wanted to disconnect your battery and play with some alternatives there. Okay, this is a little bit another shot here of the AM antenna here, and you can see the speaker connections that go from that plug and then are soldered onto the speaker. Interesting with this radio, this is the 100K pot, which is a voltage control method of tuning. There's no tuning cap. This is the tuning pot, which is connected to this wheel, which gets routed all over the place for the dial. The dial string is quite elaborate, as we'll see in some pictures coming up here. Let's see what we got next here. This is the charging port is right here. This is your bicolored LED, either red or green, depending on if it's charging, red and green when the charge cycle is complete. This is the headphone jack right here and the volume control here. I thought this was interesting. They actually have little plastic, I guess, bosses sticking out of the back that they route the cable for the telescopic antenna. So they have it going up and above and around so that you don't see the wire through the grill here, the ventilation grill. So that's kind of a nice touch that they thought that out to keep that away from here so you don't see this white wire on the back of your radio. This is the dial here. This is the pointer. On the other side of it is that red colored piece of plastic that scoots along this track. This is guided into this track, and the dial cord pulls it. And you can see that it wraps around this right here where the tuning knob is, goes around here, and this is at an angle, and it goes through there, and it goes under the board, and then it connects to this bigger wheel here. We've got some more pictures of that here coming up here. Yeah, you get a little bit better view of it here. So this basically is just a mechanical connection here that is just guiding this dial cord around. It's quite elaborate for an inexpensive radio. There you can see it a little bit better there, perhaps, where the dial string connects to this piece of plastic and pulls it along this track. And then it goes down to that big wheel and comes back up to this one, goes on its way in that direction. This is a better picture of the dial string routing. It goes underneath the board here and wraps around this bigger wheel here, then comes up by the speaker, goes guided through there and back down, and goes to the end of the radio and then back up through here again. There you can see a little bit more of the dial string routing there. And then it gets to the end, goes around that speaker, around here, and then back all the way to the end again. So quite elaborate for, you know, a $30 radio, that it is that involved. It also has these catches here that hold the I guess outer shell to the front and the back. It's the same on the other side. It just snaps in place and is held there. Another thing is on the board. Let's see if I can get a better shot of it here in one of these photos here. Well, here we go. If you look right here, there's a little like plastic boss, like a mounting hole that's tooled so that the board stays in place. It's there and there, and there might be another one somewhere, but that holds it in place so that they can just put the screws in and everything's all lined up. So a lot of attention to detail as far as getting things built on this one. It looks very well thought out, and a very nice layout, and the way they have things mechanically fit in here is really nice. That dial string is really just crazy where that thing goes, and it's really went to a lot of effort to make that tuning knob be on the top of the radio. So anyway, I just thought I'd give you a quick tour of the inside of the Retekess TR614. Hope you liked it. We'll see you next time. This is the Radio Geek.